Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we'll be taking a look at the Red Zeo Power Ranger from the Power Rangers Legacy Collection line of figures. As you can see here, you get the Red Zeo Ranger. You have a Build-A-Fig arm of the Zeo Megazord there. A couple of weapons, holster. Looks pretty good. Turning around on the back, you can see the whole Zeo team. Comes with which parts of the Megazord. And then this is Series 5, which is Zeo Red, Zeo Blue, Zeo Pink, Dino Thunder Black, and Dino Thunder Yellow. You can see that the box is a little worse for wear. I found this at Target today, and the whole case was like this, so I don't know if the box got a little smashed or what the deal was. But basically, from my understanding, how this is working, Series 4 is kind of still on shelves or pegs, and Series 4 is Zeo Gold, which is not pictured here, Zeo Green, Dino Thunder Blue, and Dino Thunder Red. And the case assortment, as the first wave of Series 4, was 3 Gold Rangers, 1 Zeo Green, 1 Dino Thunder Blue, and 1 Dino Thunder Red, for a total of 6. They've done a case refresh, and now it's 2 Gold Rangers, 2 Dino Thunder Reds, 1 Dino Thunder Blue, and 1 Zeo Red. So I can understand taking out one of the Gold Rangers, because that's half the case is Gold Rangers, and you don't need that many. But they also took out Zeo Green, which is a weird choice, in my opinion. I don't really know why. I can understand, you know, doing 2, 2, 1, and 1, but you should have done Zeo Green, Dino Thunder Blue, maybe 2 Dino Thunder Red, 2 Gold, and have that be Series 4. Instead, they decided to throw in a figure from Series 5 and remove one of the figures from Series 4. So, not really sure why that was done. I don't know if that means green is going to be rare. I hope not, because it's a nice figure. I hope people can find it who want it. It's just a weird choice, in my opinion. They're doing a lot of wacky things with this line, and I don't know. We'll see what happens, but here's Zeo Red. Excited to have him. I'm hoping the rest of... we're still waiting on Zeo Yellow from Series 4. That was also part of Series 4. It didn't make it in, so maybe there's going to be a third version of Series 4 case assortments, and eventually we'll see Zeo Yellow. I mean, if you're doing Build-A-Figure, you have to release the girls eventually. Otherwise, we're going to have a legless Zeo Megazord here. I don't know what's going on with that, but hopefully we get the girls eventually, because we need them. But anyway, that's enough going on about case assortments and whatnot. Let's get Red Ranger out of the packaging, and we'll take a closer look. So here is Zeo Red out of the packaging. Aesthetically, I think he looks pretty good. Similar to how Zeo Green was. I feel like this up here is painted gold, but the cuffs, the belt, and again the boot cuffs are not painted gold. But I think he still looks pretty good. With a figure like this, you don't notice it as much as with the Gold Ranger, where he's got gold like literally everywhere. And that's how I felt about Zeo Green too. I think he looks good. Sure, I would have loved if the cuffs were also gold, but you can see that the wrists are gold and the chest here is gold, but not so much on the cuffs. Well, actually, I want to bring in Zeo Green. I think the chest on him is painted. For some reason, this one looks a little bit more sparkly gold, but I think this is painted gold. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not. It definitely seems more gold than like the boot and the wrist cuffs, but not quite as gold as his. And maybe that's just because it's gold against red versus gold against green, and maybe it just pops a little bit more against the green. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm going to say it is painted gold, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's not. Either way, I still think it looks pretty good. If I can't tell, it could just be, you know, I'm blind. I don't know. I apologize. But I still think it looks pretty good. I think the figure on the whole looks pretty good. He comes with a gun and the sword. You can plug into the holsters there. The head on mine seems a little loose up and down, but I'm hoping that's just mine. Side to side, pretty tight. Shoulder joints are good as per usual. Biceps swivel. Usual elbow joints. Got the Figuarts type wrist. And then the hands are attached on ball joints. Have the ab crunch. Legs feel solid. Really tight thigh swivel. The knees feel really good. Ball joint in the ankle. And then obviously up and down. Not bad. All in all, he feels pretty solid for the most part. I think he looks pretty good. He can hold these accessories if you like. If I can get it out of the holster. I mean, to me, like, this weapon, it's really just meant to be in the holster. I mean, he's not going to wield it like this. So I really feel like it's just included to be shown in the holster for a complete look. Because that's what they look like when they're running around on the show. The gun is cool, though. You can pull the gun out and have him wield the gun. That actually makes sense. If I can get it in his hand. There we go. There we go. So, I'm not great at posing figures, but let's see what we can do here. Yeah. So, there you go. He's wielding his gun. Looks pretty good. Like I said, I think the figure looks good. Some of the joints seem a little bit looser than they should, but not like terribly super floppy loose. Just like the shoulders feel like if there used to be a ratchet, like I definitely don't feel that anymore. But then again, I can't, well, like this one kind of feels like it has a ratchet, but this one doesn't really. So again, it might just be some QC issues on mine. You know, but I feel like as they try to make them a little bit cheaper and cheaper for them to save money, which I understand they need to do, but I kind of feel like slowly but surely these things might degrade into something you don't necessarily want anymore. For now, I think they're still okay. I think aesthetically he looks good. I think the joints are tight enough, but if they get any looser, these things could potentially be turning into floppy messes. They're like right on the cusp. Like, it's not bad yet, but if it gets any worse, I think it could get really bad. So that's kind of where I'm at with this. Just for some quick fun, here's Zeo Gold. I can see with Zeo Gold, he's constantly wanting to fall forward. His ankle joints have gotten a little... See how loose? This is what I'm talking about. It's not terrible, but it's really close to terrible. He keeps wanting to fall forward on these ankle joints, and that's not good. And then here's Zeo Green. So these are the 3 Zeo Rangers we have so far. Very Christmas themed. But yeah, so far I think they look good. Like I said, aesthetically, with the exception of the gold paint debacle, I'm not getting into that again. I think they look good. Especially if we take him out of the picture and he wants to fall over again on those ankles. These two I think look great. I really do. I mean, sure, more gold paint would be great, but I think aesthetically, I think they look pretty good. I still really... I mean, that definitely seems more gold, but that seems more gold than the cuffs. Do you guys see what I mean? Like, this is more than that, but not quite as much as this. So maybe it's like a cheaper gold paint? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe this isn't gold painted and I'm just not seeing it. But in either case, I think these guys look good together. I'm excited to find blue. I'm hoping that one day we get yellow and pink so I can get a full team and get a full Zeo Megazord. We'll have to wait and see. Speaking of that, I'll bring these guys out for a second and we'll bring in the Zeo Megazord arm. Very eventful wrist articulation. Really nice ratchet, though, in the elbow. Really tight. And then this can rotate. So we'll bring in our torso we got from the Green Ranger. And see if I can connect that on. There we go. Alright. We have one arm. We're moving and shaking. I think that connected in all the way. Hopefully it did. So, I mean, he looks good with one arm so far. Once we get the other arm with blue, and then this might be all we get. If those girls never happen, he's going to be a legless wonder, unfortunately. But I do think so far this looks pretty good, I have to say. Not bad. So that's it for our Zeo Megazord. So far, he's got one arm and no legs. But to sum up, if you find this guy, I think he's worth picking up. I still think he looks pretty good. I mean, sure, it'd be great if he came with his sword, but it's an argument for another day. All in all, if you're just looking for a quality Zeo Red figure, I think this guy doesn't disappoint. And let me know what you think. Do you think that's painted gold, or is it just playing tricks on my eyes? Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and share the video and all that good stuff. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.